Your ability to articulate the advantage of your sales process is also going to be rooted in their trust in you and your ability to show them that you know them. So then that way you can courageously ask them to not list with the previous listing agent or the hundreds of agents that are calling them promising the exact same thing. So let's utilize your field guide, part of your exactly what to say workbook. And as you start looking at, let's just say some of the sales process that we need to articulate well is they're going to relist with the same agent again. This is where the how important question can come in. How important is it that the next time you list your property, it actually sells for a price that you're happy with? Well, that's very important. Okay. What is it that you're understanding your agent's going to do this time that is different from why it did not sell last time? Well, XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. And so as you start building information that is gathering intelligence, you can show them that you know them. A good example would be, let's use this last one. A lot of people have already called me and said the exact same thing. I understand. I'm sure lots of agents are promising that they can sell your home for more money in less time than your previous agent. Help me understand what you think was the reason your home didn't sell the first time you listed it. And see, as I start getting into the curiosity, help me understand what you believe was the reason the first time on why it didn't sell for that price. And this is where now you can start looking into curiosity questions, which is, and what's your experience around the new marketing platforms that your agents could be using this time around? Well, I actually really haven't talked about that. Okay. And so how important is it that you don't experience the same thing this go around that you did last time because you didn't approach it the same way? Well, it's very important. So you can see where these will all lead to, would it help or could it help your ability to show up and actually show them all that you can do? Let's just say, I'm not willing to lower my price. Or they said something like we were talking about. A lot of people have said this. Well, how would you feel if 6 months from now your home was still on the market? See, this could be a great way to lead them. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that with me. Now, let me ask you, though, just being curious, is how would you feel if 6 months from now your home was still on the market? Well, that'd be really frustrating. Or how would you feel if when you relist again, your home was still on the market 90 days later? So you could see, well, could it help if you saw some marketing efforts that show results to exposing a property to get a higher dollar than those that don't? Yeah, that could help. So now you can see what we have to do is articulate the sales process in a way that adds value to you because you can show them that you know them. And then, well, the way I see it, we have three options. You can just relist with your previous agent and do the same marketing with the hopes that things get better, but knowing that because you're approaching it the same way, there is a chance that 90 days from now, your home is still in the market. You could just relist with them, knowing that maybe they're going to do some things a little different, but only to the understanding of what they know with expired properties. Or you could list with a company like mine who has over 1,000 five-star reviews, and many of those are from assisting other agents like your previous one in helping sellers like you now get their home sold for top dollar in the time frame that they want. Which is easiest for you. So you can see what we're looking for is overall the ability to articulate a sales process and help people make decisions for you to be able to go present. Now, the next part outside the sales process is what we have to do is make sure we feel very, very comfortable showing our marketing plan. So this is what really comes into factor if marketing is important to them. Do you have a 4-point checklist or do you have a 43-point checklist? Now, I know some marketing might be fluff, meaning it doesn't really necessarily drive showings, but at the end of the day, it's not fluff if it's a factor that's important to them or a fan favorite. Because remember, what we're trying to do, the desired result is to have this expired see value in you and the products and services in your company over all the others that are calling the same lead source and the potential person they were going to go back to before. Because remember, they have a relationship with. 65% of sellers are going to work with a referral or a relationship. So what we have to do is make sure that we're approaching this with a curious mindset to gain a relationship, show confidence, but at the same time, that's going to be based off you understand their psychology. And if marketing matters to them, the next part is making sure you can clearly present your marketing, which we'll go through in the listing presentation training.